Welcome back to Four Faces. Today we're going to talk about Will Smith's new movie. Yeah, hold up now. Let me get through it, right? Will Smith got a new movie called Emancipation, right? That's about freedom of slaves, right? Freedom of slaves. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Yes, I know he's got a history of smacking Chris Rock. We got that. But however, hear me out first. Think about this. Will Smith, yes, you got, there's some people that was actually okay with Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, as you all probably know that already, right? There's nothing new about that. But think about this as far as content is concerned. This movie that's coming out, by the way, December 2nd, right? That's sometime this week, right? And then it's going to come out on Apple TV December 9th. So it's going to be out there, right? Now, if Will Smith never ever done what he did, right? The movie was highly, and I'm being honest with you, it was highly anticipated because it's supposed to be like, he put a lot of emotions, and I've seen the trailers. Hopefully some of you seen the trailer, but I think personally, why not go see the movie? I mean, let's just be honest, like, don't we still listen to, now, hear me out, don't we still listen to R. Kelly music, right? I know, listen, he's been convicted of a crime, right? Whether you agree, don't agree, at the end of the day, he's been convicted of a crime. But don't you still listen to R. Kelly music? And you might say, well, no, I don't. Well, hold up. I know you still listen to some of the songs he wrote. Of course you do. You listen to still some of the songs he wrote. He also produced a lot of music. So do you say, well, being that R. Kelly is a convicted felon, you know what? I'm not going to listen to nothing he do. I don't want to hear nothing. Let's be honest. You still listen to it. Why? Because of the content in which he made. And the same thing here with Will Smith. I don't agree with, someone smacking somebody, right? I mean, there was other ways of dealing with that, and if you do agree, that's fine. But at the end of the day, what is this movie about? What is the content of this movie? This movie is based on a true story. It's based on a person trying to escape slavery, a person trying to escape oppression. Think about that. And he's trying to get where? Trying to get back and reunite with his family. That's what this movie's about. So the substance of the movie is fantastic. The depth of the movie is great. And I will say that some of the acting he done, it looks good. So why not go see the movie? Yes, you could be offended by the things he done, and no one's disagreeing with that. But the content of the movie, is it worth seeing? Of course it is. Don't we still talk about World War II? Don't we still talk about the Holocaust? Of course we do. We still talk about those things. So why not see something that is also part of America, a part of the culture in which America initially started off with, right? Obviously we don't have slavery today, but back then that was a thing. Let's just be honest about it, right? So should we not watch something like this? Should we pull away from this because of who's delivering the message? Or should we still listen to the message being delivered? I think we still should listen to the message being delivered because it's still, at the end of the day, it's still something substantial. And we can't say, well, this guy did this, because let me just say something. People are going to try to get you not to watch this movie. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I really haven't heard a lot of things in the news media talking about this movie. I really haven't. But, let me know your opinion. Leave a message below. Let me, tell me what you think about that. But I really haven't heard a lot. And another thing is you got to be careful on why people do what they do, right? Just to be honest, here on Four Faces, by the way, make sure you subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Here on Four Faces, we like to, talk about things, talk about solutions, and, talk about different sides and angles of stuff. And the angle that's going to be given is, well, and I'm talking about people that's, let's just be honest, right? There's a lot of racist people in this world, right? We can't escape that. There are people that are going to say, you know what? Why would you go watch that? It's Will Smith, blah, blah, blah. Because keep in mind, we already have a narrative already here that, we shouldn't be talking about slavery no more. We shouldn't be talking about oppression no more. We shouldn't be talking about all these things that happened. We shouldn't be mentioning this no more because it was in the past. We should let the past go. But my answer to that is this. If you really believe about getting rid of the past, then why are we still talking about all the past presidents. Why we still talk about Abraham Lincoln, right? Roosevelt, why World War I, World War II. You get the point. We still talk about those things, but we don't want to talk about the enslavement of people. We don't want to talk about that no more. So the narrative in various places and various people, they're going to be like, it's not worth it. But be careful who's telling you it's not worth it. Think about that. We still should be addressing that and looking at the history of America, because that is part of America. Slavery is a part of America. The rights, the ideal behind man being enslaved, captured, beaten, is crazy. But I'm gonna say one more thing before I go, and that, keep in mind, this is based on a true story. It's not like just totally fabricated. Obviously, gonna add a couple things in it, but let me just show you a scene. And I was watching the trailer, and it's really, really interesting. And one of the scenes, it shows Will Smith with a lot of whips on his back. I mean, tremendous amount of whips on his back. A lot of people might not notice, but that's actually taken, that scene is taken from a real live footage, photo footage of a slave being whipped like that. So that scene, it's crazy, right? Like they really took historical documents and pictures and stuff, and and they put it together. They put this film together, and I think the body work of this film could be very substantial and very educational. It really could be, and I would hate that we will not watch the movie because of who's delivering it, right? The message shouldn't be based on who's delivering it, but the message, like I said before, should be based on the content in which is being delivered, the substantialness of the worthiness of it. It could be a priceless movie, you know what I'm saying, in that respect. Not from the respect of Will Smith, but from respect of the United States of America history. So with that being said, will I go watch it? Hey, why not go watch it? Like I said, you still listen to a lot of artists that committed crime, don't you? Don't you watch movies where the artist or actor done a lot of bad things? Have you? Of course you have, right? You still talk about Abraham Lincoln, even though he really was for slavery, don't you? Right? So what makes this case any different, right? I mean, think about it. So with that being said, this is Four Faces. You know what? We'll talk.